Dylan. If I can get my horse to shut up. This is Purple Plays. I'm just here to show you how to basically get The Witcher 3 to run everything on Ultra over 60 frames per second, or at least a solid 60 frames per second at all times. Okay, I've kind of cracked it, and here's a dead wolf to basically show you what you're going to be missing out on. Look at my hair. Look at Geralt's hair. It looks pretty cool, waving in the wind. The wolf's hair obviously isn't waving in the wind whatsoever. Right now I'm running 60 frames per second. Now let's see what happens when I do this. Graphics. Yeah, look, everything's on Ultra. Everything's on Ultra, just to show you. Motion blur, obviously that's not performance, that's preference. Everything's on Ultra. These two again are preference, not performance. They're like film stuff and film grain or whatever, whatnot. Those sort of effects, visual effects basically, but they're not actually performance hindering or whatnot. So it's just preference on how you want to play your game. But yeah, everything's on full, and here this is on, and everything's on Ultra, as you can clearly see, including the foliage visibility, which I actually turned on in a previous video, and the shadows. And we're on 60, but this is off. Right, I'm gonna put it on Geralt first and see what that does. Okay, I'm running at the moment for this a single GTX 980, the Asus Strix, just in case anybody wanted to know, like if it's your exact card as well. And look at the hair. Funny enough, the wind has stopped blowing the hair, which is kind of annoying. That train is bad timing. Yeah, the wind effect kind of works more on the original texture, not the Nvidia hair quality. But the hair quality does look good. It looks, you know, when you move, it waves and stuff. It's very nice. But right now I'm at 60 frames per second with Geralt's hair on. It does drop occasionally, depending on who you walk past and where you look, to about 52. When you're fully giving it the beans, it drops to about 55, 52, but nothing too serious. It's just a slight drop, and then it goes straight back up to 59 to 60. But look at that wolf now. This is the biggest problem with the game, and it's just whether or not you can deal with it. Well, not problem with the game. The game's absolutely stunning, but this is probably the biggest problem when it comes to graphics. If you want 60 frames per second, 1080p on a single GTX 980, would be this. This is the biggest performance drop. I know in my previous video I said something else, but those things do help the performance, but this is the biggest performance drop. It's the Nvidia Hairworks. We're going to turn it on for everything, but look at the wolf now. It does look a lot better. Look at that. I mean, that wolf just looks absolutely stunning. It does. It really does. So having two GTX 980s is definitely, I mean, when you're fighting the big monsters and stuff, I'm assuming this hair effect comes into bigger play when you're fighting like huge giant monsters and stuff, but right now I'm at 51 frames per second with both the hair qualities on. And we're in, I mean, there's a horse there, there's two dead wolves nearby. Let's see if we can show the other wolf. You can't actually see it through this, but yeah. Oh, that wolf just disappeared. And the frames just went straight back up to 60 straight away as soon as that wolf disappeared. How strange is that? Here's the other wolf. Now we're over this wolf. It's at 50, 53, 55, 54. Depends on where I move. When you're waving it around, it drops down to 47. It just did then. But yeah, the wolf just looks absolutely stunning with the hair. Let's quickly get in without the hair again, and keep an eye on Geralt's hair here and the fur on the wolf to give you what you'll be sacrificing for 1080p, 60 frames basically. Go back. There we go. And Geralt's hair actually looks better like this, I think. It's not as singly lined and drawn, but the wind effect looks much better without his hair on. If you just turn on the animals one and without his hair, and that give you like a couple of frames, maybe that would be better. Well, right now we're solid 60. Obviously the wolf just disappeared, but you saw the graphics on the wolf. They go down quite a bit. You don't have the hair effects that you do, which is a shame, because it does look really good, and I'm assuming the epic monster fights in this game would look amazing, but 60 frames per second, even when stressing it. We're stressing it right now. Solid 60 frames per second, absolutely nothing, you know. And I'll be running around a bit like this, and it's solid 60 frames no matter what I do. As long as you take the hair off, it's a solid 60 frames. So, if you want to play The Witcher 3 at 60 frames per second, is this the fastest my horse can go? Oh, there we go. Yeah, solid 60 frames per second. If you want to play The Witcher 3, everything on Ultra, turn the hair off. If you're using a single card, if you're using 2 cards, it does work. It's very taxing still. Like you'll get certain drops left, right, and centre, but
Turn back or go forth.
we're going to turn back just so I don't get lost because it looks very wildernessy. But yeah, 60 frames per second. Still 60, still 60, still
Use
60.
a portal about now.
Literally is 60 frames per second. Very good, very impressed. What happened? Did I do that? I think this might be a tutorial thing. Again. Is this the world map? Oh no, it's just the local area. Right, I need to go that way. I don't know what happened there. That might have been when I was frantically spinning around, but yeah. Solid 60 frames. As long as you turn down the hair, you will not dip below 60, and if you do, it will only be to 59 for a split second, and you won't even notice it. It's absolutely fine. 2 cards. Oh, you can actually fight on a horse. I don't recommend this. It doesn't. Certainly not good. Let's get off the horse before the horse dies, or the horse decides to shoot me up. Anyway, oh god, there's loads of wolves. There's loads of them. We're gonna back off. Oh, that's a why. Yeah, I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead. Yeah, dead. Massively dead. I'm assuming with that many wolves around and that much hair effects, the frames would have just dropped dramatically there. But yeah, the hair is literally what's impeding the 60 frames per second. You want 60 frames per second? Turn the hair off. I think Geralt's hair personally looks better with it off because the wind actually hits it properly. But obviously the animals in the world do suffer quite a bit. But it's you know, I think it's a PC specific anyway, the hair stuff. I don't think the hair even is on anything that doesn't have an NVIDIA card, but I think, because it is an NVIDIA specific. I'm not sure if AMD has its own separate one. Hopefully it does, because it does look pretty cool. I wonder if the horse has got anything. Let's have a quick check at the horse. Nah, see, the horse doesn't even have did that change? Yeah, it changed. Just his mane basically changes its tail, sort of, and his tail doesn't even look that grand. Well, yeah, I suppose it is pretty good. But yeah, his actual body didn't really change that much. So the horse doesn't change. And right now we're about 54. We'll pan in. We'll stop. No, we're about 52, 54. Geralt's hair does take a massive hit. Like I said, no wind on his hair though. Yeah, you get the cool like effects and stuff. When you move, it does feel like it's actually hair. You know, the way it strands around. But the wind doesn't hit it. And I think the wind in this game's more powerful than blinking the graphics of the game. NVIDIA hair works. People turn it off. 60 frames. Let's have a look at that main again. Yeah, the main at the front's gone, which he was flickering, but it doesn't really matter too much about that main. He still is pretty damn cool. And the tail doesn't have any effect on it anyway. That's what its tail normally looks like. So just a little tiny flick on the front of his head. And now I've got wind in my hair, which looks better. Personally looks better. If you've got 2 cards, then you can turn it on. Although I would actually like them to have 2 separate sliders. One for Geralt's hair, one for animal hair. Because I actually prefer Geralt's hair like this, but I want the wolves to look cooler. But yeah, I hope this video helps you guys achieve 60 frames per second with ease. I mean, it is with ease. You can run around and do whatever you want. You won't dip. It's very good. This game is really nice on Ultra. Really nice. Anyway, I'm Purple. Hope that helps. Peace.